Would you like to improve your guitar skills in just 1 minute? Well, today I have a great lesson for you. I have the best way for you to warm up and get your fingers ready in very little time. Hello everybody and welcome. Jeff Davis here, where my goal is to help teach you the lessons I wish I would have had at your playing level and to help you learn the guitar funner and faster. Let's grab our guitars, let's get going. So why warm-ups? Well, daily warm-up exercises are crucial and critical for enhancing performance and for developing dexterity in the right and the left hand, as well as the coordination of both hands together. As you know, there are a lot of YouTube videos out there. There's a lot of books that show some pretty crazy warm-ups like the spider technique and other very intricate finger combinations. The idea of today's lesson is to get the most out of a warm-up in 1 minute while we're focusing on finger movements that are common for the common scales that we play on the guitar. Before I move on, let me know in the comment section below, do you currently warm up? If so, what warm-ups are you currently doing? As mentioned earlier, yes, there are a lot of different warm-up exercises out there, and while they all do have their own merit and their own value, time is of essence. Let's talk about 4 combinations of fingerings that are best for you to warm up with every single day. Now, these 4 combinations come from 3 common scales that you're going to be learning on the guitar. One of the combinations, or 2 of the combinations, comes from a minor pentatonic scale, which you may or may not know, but it sounds like this. A major scale, a minor scale, those 3 scales. Now, the goal of today's lesson is to not learn those scales, but rather learn the common finger patterns found within those scales. Here's how it's going to work. We're going to start at the 9th fret of the very first string, and the very first combination we're going to play is the finger combination 1-3. Starting at the 9th fret of the 6th string, I want you to know that your wrist needs to be straight. Make sure you arch your fingers when you're playing. The tendency for a lot of players is to reach low like this. We don't want to do that. You want to keep your wrist straight. As we move from the lowest string to the highest string, the hand is just going to go straight down like that. We don't want to twist the arm out. Let's play it together, starting at the 9th fret, 6th string. Ready, go. 1, 3, frets 9, 11, 9, 11. I'm on the 3rd string, 2nd string, 1st string. Moving back to the 2nd string. 4th string, 5th string, 6th string. Alright, next combination is going to be the combination 1-4. Now, it's worth talking about at this point when we're playing, especially when we have to use the 4th finger, you have to treat it with care. I want to make sure that you keep your wrist not only straight, but your hand at a bit of an angle. Do you see how I'm angling my fingers? Now, this has a lot to do with the fact that later on in your playing, you're going to be learning how to use what's called vibrato. There's 5 techniques you're going to be mastering on the guitar: bends, slides, hammer-ons, and vibrato, right? So vibrato, wait, did I say that right? Bends, slides, shifts, hammer-ons, vibrato. There we go. All right, so the hand, when we're playing vibrato, is going to be at a bit of an angle, right? So we want to make sure we accommodate that position early. You'll see later on why. Also, the 4th finger itself, when you're using it, you're going to be playing on the very edge of that 4th finger. Let's start this combination starting at fret 9, 5th, 6th string. Ready? Here we go. 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4. Moving on to our next combination, we have finger combinations, finger order 1, 2, 4. Starting at the 9th fret, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. 2nd string, 1st string. Going back to the 2nd string now, headed back down to the 6th string. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. Alright, moving on to the next combination. This is the most challenging of all 4 combinations. 1st, 3rd, and 4th finger. Now, if you've been playing guitar for a little while, you probably already know that the 4th finger is a very difficult finger to use. The tendons are pretty much connected in your arm here, and the 4th finger doesn't want to do anything that the 3rd finger is not doing. Add to that the fact that it's the shortest finger, it's the weakest, it has the smallest area to aim on. Remember, when we're playing with the left hand, use your left hand more with skill than strength. It's not a matter of your 4th finger getting stronger. That's never going to be the case. You just have to learn to work with what it's able to do. All right? Let's start with this combination at fret 9, on the 6th string. This is really tricky because as we're playing 3 to 4, 3 has to stay down. So let's try this. 1, 3, 4. You notice how my hand's at a bit of an angle, right? 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. Moving to the 2nd string. 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4, 5th string, 1, 3, 4, 6th string, 1, 3, 4. Now, if I haven't already mentioned this, it's really important to know I'm not concerned about alternate picking right now. This is mostly a focus on the left hand and coordinating the right to some degree. Let me talk a little bit more about wrist position. I know I mentioned earlier the wrist should be straight. Make sure when you're going to those higher fret or higher strings from the lower strings, do not do this. That is something that our fingers and our brain work together to limit us from arching, because our fingers don't like to arch in the very beginning. So what happens is we start reaching like that. Let me show you something that'll cure you of that really fast. Now, I'm not saying you have to practice this standing up, but sometimes I'll have students do this to expose where the wrist really should be ultimately. So if I stand up, my wrist is going to be straight naturally because my back is straight. And as we're playing, this is ultimately what our hand should look like when we're sitting down. So we're imitating what our hand would look like standing up when we are sitting down. In conclusion, this 1-minute warm-up exercise is really good because we focus on commonly used fingers that we find in commonly used scales. I recommend that you start slow with this, making sure you focus on straight wrist, make sure you focus on arched fingers, keeping your hand at a bit of an angle. And as you start to get better at this, I recommend as a challenge, you slowly move it down the neck. So we're starting at fret 9, but we're going to move to fret 7, and then fret 5, playing all 4 combinations on fret 9, 7, 5, 3, and 1. That's challenging because as we move down, the frets get wider. So thank you very much for watching today. Thank you very much for following along. I encourage you to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. I really look forward to putting together these lessons for you every single week. Don't forget that you can go to my website and sign up for my newsletter. I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson. Have a great day.